Hi there, this is Robert Dorsey here from robertdorsey.com. I'm going to give you a fix on a little program that I've been using for some time now, and I'll just tell you in a few minutes here what the fix is. But first of all, I want to introduce you to the program, and then I'll tell you the problem, and then I'll tell you the fix. Okay, this is called Evernote. Now, I've used Evernote on my phone for a couple of years now. And what it is it's just a note program. You can write notes, and of course I use a note phone. It's not going to show up on my lighting here. Sorry about that. But anyways, so I've used it on my phone for quite a while. You can go to evernote.com. That'll just take you to the front page there where you have a download button. You can download it on your computer. You can go through the I think it's the store, the Google Play Store on your if you got an Android or if you got a smartphone. Just download it as an app. Okay, so when I wanted to sync it to my computer, I wanted to do two. I've got a desktop computer, which is what I'm recording this video on, and I've also got a laptop, which I actually have sitting down here. Now, my laptop, of course, I want it on there because if I'm away, I can take my laptop with me. And when this program, when you have it synced, you can set it to synchronize your notes. Now, what this does is it synchronizes your notes. Because it's a web-based program, from your phone, from your computer, or however many computers you've got. Okay, so you want to sync those notes. But what happened is when I went to install it on my laptop, the program installed okay, but it wouldn't work. It kept saying not able to connect to the server, which was because I didn't have an internet connection. Well, obviously I had an internet connection, but it just wouldn't work. So, of course, you go online with Google, go onto Google and search how to use Evernote, and you come across some forums on there, which I did. I come across some forums, and so I went on the forums and found out 18,000 other people are having the same problem, and hundreds, anyways. So, anyways, on the forum, it took me a little while to find it, but there were finally some fixes that I found, and this is one of them. So this is the reason I wanted to share this with you. Okay, go into your control panel, and in the control panel, we need to find the internet options. Okay, we need to find internet options. And you need to go over to the Advanced tab here. Now scroll all the way down to the bottom on this window. Now what was happening on my laptop, these are the default settings here for SSL and TLS. Okay, the default settings on my desktop computer. But on my laptop, the default settings on there, because I'm definitely not I'm not a techie. I'm not like a computer mechanic, and I don't play around with this stuff unless I know exactly what I'm doing. So what happened was the fix that was suggested was it said that Evernote no longer was supported by SSL 3.0. Okay, now obviously this is checked off here, so I'm using it, but it said that you had to use the TLS. So in the forum, in the fix, it said to uncheck SSL 3 and check off TLS 1.0. Now, I did that on my laptop, okay, and the next time I hit the button to open up Evernote, it opened. So it worked. I got it, okay. But the other thing I wanted to suggest is that these are default settings on my computer here. Check your default settings before you change anything. And I would suggest that if you have these other things checked off, leave them alone. If you don't have TLS checked off, you're going to have to check, and I just check all three. Like I say, I don't know exactly what each one will do for all the programs. If you find there's programs that don't work anymore, get back in here and change something back, okay? But on my laptop, what I did then is I just checked them all off. I made sure that there's a TLS 1, a 1.1, and a 1.2. They're all checked off in here, so I checked them all off on my laptop. And now I have no more problem opening up the Evernote note on my computer and my laptop. And when you go to sync, let me get rid of that now. When you go to sync your note up here, then it syncs your phone. Any notes that you have in your phone, if you make notes on your phone, will show up here. I'll just give you one of my books here. These are all notes that I have wrote on my phone, and they're all like little articles. And because I do a lot of stuff away, and so I can write articles on my phone. In fact, one of the nicest features that I have come across is that on my phone, where you've got your keyboard, there's also a function there with a microphone. You can speak into your phone, and fastest and best way, people do this when they're texting. You don't text when you drive. I cannot text when I'm driving. It just won't work for me anyway. So what I do sometimes is I set the voice recording so that I can revoice my texts, and then texting what I speak gets all jarbled. But in Evernote, I found it to be very, very accurate and fast. Okay, and it'll keep up to your voice. Anyways, how to use Evernote on your computer and have it work. Okay, Robert Dorsey from robertdorsey.com. Jump over to robertdorsey.com there now, and if you're not on my email list, jump on my email list, because I send out stuff like this all the time through my emails and to my team, and I'll give you some good stuff like this on my newsletter. I think I said email, didn't I? Put in your email address in the box to register for my newsletter, and I send out my newsletter from my robertdorsey.com website, and I'll send you some good stuff. Okay, that's it for now. Robert Dorsey here, and I will see you later.